Hey guys, it's that time. Pick a story where in one of these decks or all of these decks could be a story for you. So I have shuffled the cards. What I like to do is to hold each deck up to the screen to see if it is resonating with you. So could your story or message be here in deck number 1? All right. Could your story or message be here in deck number 2? Quick yes or no. Or could your story or message be here in deck number 3? All right. Hope you had a good look at the decks. Let's go ahead and get started with deck number 1. We have the Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Knight of Swords, Eight of Swords, central issue, the Magician, the Moon, and the Nine of Wands. Okay, so I feel like something is going on where like you're having a hard time distinguishing reality from an illusion. There is some sort of confusion going on with you. Maybe your emotions have been, overwhelming you. I see some sort of anxiety. I see the need to confront whatever fears that you've been having. There is a need for you to overcome something within yourself. There could be some sort of fear that holds you back. Like there's something that you're wanting to do, but you just look like you are afraid of what is down that path. Your intuition may be telling you to do something or explore something. I'm also getting the energy of some sort of sorcery or rituals. I don't know if someone is partaking in any type of, spell work. And I feel like someone is trying to manifest. Someone is trying to bring down information from above. So I feel like there's a couple of things going on. So I feel like there may be someone who's wearing a mask, someone who is trying to cover up their feelings. There's someone that is very hard to read. So this could be your energy, the way you're coming off, or you could be dealing with someone like this. I also get that someone has been communicating indirectly. I feel like also this is about being able to manifest your desires, but it's like you can only manifest what is already on the table for you. So whatever you have, excuse me, at your disposal is saying that you can make it work. So I don't know if you've been having to make some sort of situation work with just the tools that you have in front of you. I'm also getting the energy of someone who is a very good businessman or woman. Your job may entail working with electronics or some sort of computer software. For the most part, I'm getting the energy of like manipulation. Something seems disjointed. Okay, so I got the image of capturing something really beautiful and wanting to keep it, but not realizing that it may be suffocating. So like when you trap bugs in jars, it's like, you have to punch holes in it. Or I'm thinking about something in regards to a caged bird. Like someone maybe needs to be set free. Maybe someone needs to be set free literally. Like if they are incarcerated, or if there's some sort of restraining order, or someone just needs to be spiritually let free, or someone needs to be free, speak freely of their feelings and their emotions. There's something going on too with maybe an air sign and an earth sign. So Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, and also the possibility of Pisces. So I'm not sure who's doing some sort of manipulation, but I do feel like maybe someone is being manipulative. Or someone may be kind of tapping into your emotions and trying to get a rise out of you. Now, there's something that someone wants to do. I feel like whatever it is that you wanted to move forward with, you've already made some sort of decision how you're going to pursue your goals or some sort of dream. It's just a matter of execution at this point. In a love situation, I get that someone wants to come towards you, and they've been communicating indirectly. And this person is very hard to read. You may feel, or this person may feel, like they have met their match. But insecurities prevents this person from fully pursuing the person that they want. I also feel that, let's say someone has been observing you from a distance. I feel like you are also observing them. I feel like you are aware that you're being watched. You're aware that someone is coming towards you. You may be feeling someone's energy or someone's presence all around you. Sometimes you might feel like you're under spiritual attack. There's a need for you to set boundaries, and there's a need for you to be straight up and very clear about what it is that you are wanting or what your expectations are. I feel like someone is definitely trying to summons someone very subtly. Someone is coming off as distant and cold, very relaxed. Like I really feel like it's hard to read this person's thoughts. What is going on here? Let me go ahead and start clarifying some things. I mentioned this before, but I don't know which reading, but I'm getting like the energy of someone trying to scramble someone's senses, or someone is trying to keep up confusion either at work or in a love situation. Wow, and the moon is showing up again. So this again is saying that someone is wearing a mask. Someone is very emotional, very insecure. The way they're expressing themselves is coming from a place of insecurity. Someone is trying to hide the fact that they maybe have trust or abandonment issues. And then again, I'm getting illusions. Now, you may have been dreaming a lot and receiving some sort of strange messages in your dreams. But I am seeing something dealing with illusions. Someone is creating chaos every day. It's like part of the routine. Oh my God, let me turn this down. My Gemini moon cannot take sounds when I'm reading. Okay, so yeah, so maybe that's what it was. Distraction. See what I said? Somebody trying to distract you or keep you from figuring something out. I feel like someone also keeps having to change their plans. There may be some sort of emotional instability going on with someone. I also feel like someone is trying to say that they're sorry or someone wants forgiveness. You may also have been trying to do some sort of research in regards to what you're experiencing through astrology. I feel like someone's been looking at synastry charts or someone's been looking at birth charts. Someone is really trying to find some sort of clues or figure some things out. I feel like you're going to get offered some sort of explanation. Someone's going to give you a piece of information that causes more confusion, is what I'm getting. I just feel like there's so much confusion and you may be feeling overwhelmed, stuck, or trapped in your situation, not knowing what to do. If you're dealing with someone, this person may be running circles around your head. They're saying anything to keep you. They're telling you things that, I don't know, just anything that would make you stay. And then you get to a point where you say, well, I don't know what I should do. I was going to leave, but now I don't know. You might be feeling that way about your job. Like one minute you feel like you want to leave and the next minute you're like, no, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I need to stay. Let me look at the Queen of Swords first. There needs to be clearer communication. Someone is coming off as shy or very guarded, very stubborn. This person does not want to let their guards down. Someone may be thinking about you, but they're not going to show it, or, you know, the story could go the other way around. Definitely could be Libra energy. There is a need to repay some sort of karmic debt, or there's a need to make things right. I feel like someone is also trying to make some sort of decision, but they feel like they're not ready to make a decision. It's like, I'm not ready to make a decision. Don't make me make some sort of decision that I'm not ready to make. I feel like the more someone feels forced, maybe the more stubborn they become. Someone also could be waiting for some sort of payout. I feel like there needs to be trust. Someone is very guarded. Someone is not going to let their guards down until they know that they can trust you. Or, you know, maybe it's the other way around. But if you or someone is being guarded, it's because there is a lack of trust. And I feel like someone is saying, if you be real with me, then I'll trust you. But I don't feel like you're being real, or I don't feel like you're being honest. I feel like you're withholding some sort of information, or you're keeping some sort of secret from me. Yeah, someone wants a reconciliation, but they're just not saying anything. They want to work it out. They're just very much afraid. So it's possible that just both, there's a situation where two people are just very afraid to say how they feel. And there's a lot of overthinking going on. Even if it's not in a romantic situation, maybe there's something that you want to, you're frustrated about things at work. Maybe you're wanting to ask for a raise, but you don't know how. Maybe there's something that you want to share with your friend or family member, but you know that something's holding you back. So it's a number of ways, but it does look like, for the most part, there's a lot of indirect communication, people trying to wait and see if it's okay to express how one person feels. There may be somebody at a distance. Someone wants to know if it's safe to move forward. They're like, can I come forward? I don't know if I should. I'm almost feeling like maybe someone's going to send a bunch of messages, or I feel like somebody's throwing stuff out until it sticks. It's like, let's see if this works. Let's see if that works. But it's like too much. It's too much something now, to the point where it's getting confusing. I want to say less is more. Yeah, so definitely confirming that you're being watched. Being watched. Someone is definitely strategizing. Two people, it's a mutual attraction going on. Someone is trying to be optimistic and say, well, maybe any day now. Like someone is just kind of waiting for some sort of response. I think someone has reached out a lot. I don't know where the confusion is coming from. I just get the energy of maybe too much information, or maybe it's the wrong information. See, there's been a lot of messages. Someone sent like a lot of messages, and then they're kind of like, are they going to respond? But there's some sort of confusion in these messages. Someone's not being clear, or it could be a situation where there's a lot of people speaking on behalf of someone. And it's like, well, I'm getting all these different messages. Like somebody's friend came to me and said that they wanted to talk to me. And then the mother came to me, and she was saying things to me and wanting me to come back around. And, you know, I just kind of feel like you're getting a lot of messages, maybe from different sources, and it's just getting to a point where it's confusing. And I think because it's not coming directly from the source, I think there's a lot of outside messages coming in for you, or you are the one doing this. Let me look at the Eight of Swords. Someone is suffering in silence. They're not speaking up and expressing how they feel. I feel like someone's waiting to be rescued. So there may be a situation going on where, let's say you and a friend haven't been talking, or you and a love interest, or you and whoever have not been talking, and there are all these other people saying stuff like, I think you should call them, or I think you should message them, or I think you should reach out to them. And they're like, well, I think they should do that to me, you know. And I feel like there's a lot of, like, someone feels that you should come forward, but you feel like they should come forward. And everybody's just like stuck. Someone maybe misses you, or you're missing someone. I really feel like it's mutual, but nobody's really saying anything because they're guarded, shy, insecure, you name it. Like they're all in their head, or you are all in your head, the both of you. There's some sort of unfinished business. There's a need to finish where you left off. I'm also getting some sort of jealousy. There's also a need to set boundaries, like I was saying earlier. I don't know what these boundaries are, but I feel like maybe someone needs to set boundaries. Something is just kind of... I feel like something right now is coming off as having no limits, and it's like, wait a minute, where are the boundaries? When is this going to stop? So I feel like maybe there's a need for somebody to put their foot down about a matter. Also, someone may need some sort of financial assistance, but they're not saying anything. You may be needing to interview for a job, or maybe you already went to the interview and you're just kind of having anxiety, wondering if you sold them with your personality and with your background. Maybe you had to, cover some things up or exaggerate some things. That's another thing I'm getting, is about something in regards to exaggeration. Now, this is good if anyone out there is a writer and you've been writing, because it does look like maybe you have writer's block and you're having to, find different ways to get back into the zone, that writing zone. So maybe your imagination has been running wild. Maybe there's a need for you to do some traveling. Get outside of your comfort zone in order to expand your vision or your story. If you're a creative or a writer, I really feel like you might be blocked or stuck. You need to live a little. You need to have a different experience so that your story can appeal to more people, or so that something can come off more realistic. Like, say for instance, you were writing an article or a story about homeless people, but you don't really know any homeless people. Like, you might have to get out of your comfort zone and start talking to them, getting to know them, and really interviewing people, and so that you can understand them instead of writing from a surface level. So that's another thing I see, is that something is too surface. Someone is afraid to get too deep. Someone's afraid to go there. It's like, I don't want to go there. That's too deep. That's a wound. We don't want to open up a wound. So I feel like someone has been keeping something very surface level so that they won't get hurt. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to deck number 2. We have the 5 of Cups. Damn, 8 of Cups. The Star. The Chariot. 10 of Cups. Ace of Swords. 6 of Cups. Queen of Pentacles. All right, so in a love situation, maybe you've been thinking about somebody from your past. Maybe you've been thinking about reaching out or communicating, but maybe someone feels like it's too late. They're like, I waited too late. I waited too long. It's too late for that. There's no turning back. So someone wants to come back into the picture, or someone wants to, you know, go back to someone who they feel is a soulmate, but I don't know. I just kind of feel like they're feeling like it's too late, or you're feeling like something's too late. I feel that you guys may have been going through something emotional. Maybe something triggered your memories about a person or a relationship, or, you know, something about the past period, even if it's not love related. Like something has you kind of upset, disappointed, or sad. Some of you are sad about children. Like I feel like maybe you have not, for some of you, maybe you haven't been successful at conceiving, or maybe you never forgave yourself for some sort of abortion, or even like a miscarriage. Like that's not your fault, but you're blaming yourself for it. Yeah, I just kind of feel like you guys are stuck in the past about something and feeling like I need to let go, or why can't I move on? Why can't I let the past go? There's a feeling of emptiness, a feeling of abandonment. I feel like whatever it is, though, that you are going through, whatever you feel that you lost, like the Star is going to return it to you, or bless you with something even better, more than you could have imagined here. So your faith is going to be restored after some sort of initial sadness or letdown. I'm getting dreams with this as well. So some of you may have been very intuitive, or you will be. Your intuition will be heightened. You may have had a dream that someone was returning to you, or someone was on their way to you, and you're just kind of waiting for it to happen. You will be victorious in overcoming any type of obstacles. So especially with children, if you've been wanting to have children, for me this says that you're going to be successful with that. Some of you also may have given up on some sort of dreams of your, like something you used to, like you were passionate about something once upon a time. You were like, I remember when I used to be good at this, or I remember when I wanted to do that. And you just kind of gave up on it. You abandoned your dreams. And so something happens where maybe you receive a sign or a message or a synchronicity, and you feel like, I know that came directly from God. You know, I know that was confirmation for me. And so you become inspired, and you just kind of pick yourself back up, and you go towards whatever it is that brings you that emotional fulfillment. So maybe it's a relationship, maybe it is children, maybe it's a career, maybe you've been wanting to travel. I also feel that some of you may be traveling or relocating. You're leaving something behind to find fulfillment. So I like how you go from the Eight of Cups and feeling like something is missing, or feeling like loss of hope, or you give up, and you're searching for it, and here it is. You find a sense of emotional fulfillment. Now, the only thing is that something could be temporary, like you experience some sort of temporary happiness. I mean, there's still a possibility that something could go long term, but it might be something may start off as an illusion. But it looks like some sort of wish fulfillment or a dream coming true. Seems like you're really happy about something. Now, you could be dealing with any sign, but we do have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Cancer coming out. I also feel like if this is about someone coming towards you, once this person has decided that they want to be with you, you won't have to guess or wonder why you aren't hearing from them, or why, why didn't they come towards you? Why didn't this person pursue me? I feel like someone is going to come towards you, whether it's the person from the past or is someone who is not afraid to express how they feel to you, because this person is coming off as very fearless. So it does look like someone would be coming towards you romantically. Now, also there's a possibility, those of you that have a dream car that you want, it's a possibility that you're going to get your dream car. If you lost your car, or if you had to leave it behind, like you're going to be blessed with a new one. Even if it's not like a gift, like something happens, like normally you wouldn't be able to take out a loan or get some sort of credit, whereas there's some weird window of opportunity that opens up where maybe you come across a company that doesn't look at your credit, or maybe you get that loan, some sort of debt forgiveness, and it's just like, oh, I wasn't expecting that, and you're able to get it. So for some of you, it definitely looks like you could be getting some sort of car of your dreams. So let me look at the Five of Cups. Someone thinks you don't love them anymore. Maybe it's your children. They always think if you're mad at them or you're disappointed in them that you don't love them. It could be your children, or it could be a love interest. But somebody is just like, you don't love me anymore. But that's not the case. I just think there has been some sort of miscommunication. Okay, so this is a lot of water coming out. I feel like there's emotional times ahead. I feel like your emotions are also clouding your judgment and preventing you from thinking logically. Like you need to be clear about something, but your judgment is clouded right now. You could be going through some sort of sadness or depression. Something could have triggered your anxieties, or some sort of past life traumas. There seems to be a lot of confusion in regards to dreams. Your intuition could be very off right now. I really feel, though, when your intuition is off, it's because you doubted yourself in the first place, and you shouldn't have doubted yourself. Like for instance, it was something I was thinking about sharing on my Instagram, and I was just thinking about there's something that I know is going on, but I don't have proof of it. So at the end of the day, I end up feeling delusional or crazy. But I feel like if your first instincts said something's going on, or this is what's going on, I feel like that was your truth. That was your clarity. That was that little voice of clarity. But then because you can't prove it, or because you keep having doubts, your judgment just gets clouded. You get confused and you're like, oh, I don't know, I'm crazy. So I feel like that could be going on for some of you. Someone is also trying to push someone away, or someone is just coming off very guarded and defensive, or I've talked about this before too. Maybe because someone cares so much or fears falling in love so much that they push people away. So it's some sort of self-destructive behavior placed out of fear. See, and I was just saying, someone is pushing people away. Really, I feel like two people are pushing each other away. They're just like struggling, like they don't want to, like the feelings are there, but they're like, no, they're not. So someone might be lying to themselves. I also feel like this is about someone trying to push your buttons, or the both of you are trying to push each other's buttons without speaking or saying anything, because we got that pride and ego coming out again. So pride is definitely holding someone back from expressing their true feelings. Someone's being dishonest with what they're really feeling. Somebody might even be arguing with themselves. It's like they're talking out loud and like saying stuff, like cursing. I feel like somebody is cursing themselves out. It's like nobody else in the room but you. And you just like, you motherfucker, you. How could you? Like, I really feel like somebody is cursing their own selves out. Let me look at the Ten of Cups. I feel like the Ten of Cups is saying that after this confusion, things are going to get more clear. And maybe too, because Venus is going through a watery sign now, through Pisces. Pisces is that sign of illusions and just things being, there are no boundaries in the 12th house. So there's probably like a lot of Neptunian things going on, things that you're unsure about. Your intuition just could be going haywire at this time. So, yeah. And then like I said, let me look at this Ten of Cups. Something is like water under the bridge. Yeah, so you will have your clarity pretty soon, or maybe near the end of the week, or from, whenever you're watching this, because the pick of cards, I like to view them like without boundaries of time. So just kind of something that makes sense to you by the time you view it. Maybe you'll have clarity about a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or a water sign. Could be from anyone. Like you receive clarity. It's going to become very apparent of how someone feels about you. Yeah, they will speak up. There's going to be victory in communication. If this is about pursuing a dream, see, and I was just saying Neptunian, you're going to have some sort of clarity Finally, I feel like you are going to, after a moment of isolation, you're going to have some sort of epiphany or some sort of aha moment where you know exactly what you need to do and what you need to say, or something will be confirmed for you, like whatever it is that you already thought, something's going to be confirmed, especially in regards to how someone feels. You're like, I think this person feels this way about me, but I'm really not sure. I feel like you're going to have your confirmation. For some of you, it will be someone from the past. Others of you, it's just an indication that you are going to be in alignment with a soulmate. Someone may be coming towards you from a distance. Someone may be coming out of a place of darkness. I see someone opening up and allowing themselves to be very vulnerable, or someone is being very nurturing. I see someone who likes to put all their love and energy into what they're doing or who they're invested into, but always make sure that, you know, you're getting something in return. Something is being made possible. Yeah, so whoever had been very reserved or resistant, they are going to stop fighting. Those emotions are holding them back. There's a lot. I almost feel like someone is going to be just purging a lot of emotions out. Yeah, making it very clear about how they feel and what they want, and it's going to make you happy. For some of you, someone's been stuck in a dark place or had not been able to let go of the past, or had not been able to move on past some sort of emotional abuse. Like, I feel like maybe emotional abuse could have been something that held you back from pursuing goals or dreams. Something was a very big fear, but I feel like that is coming to an end. Yeah, so things get better for you, whatever it is that you've been emotional about. So let's go ahead and look at deck number 3. Wow, okay, 5 of Cups. It's an emotional week. 9 of Swords. 8 of Swords. Strength. The Emperor. We have the Hermit, the 8 of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so we've got a situation where maybe you feel like your needs have not been met, maybe financially or emotionally. Like, you may have been feeling lost or out of place, isolated or lonely, and you had no choice but to go within, to understand yourself, to understand the path that you've been set on. So I feel like you have been doing a lot of inner work and a lot of research. Yeah, this is a lot of, you guys are really going through some sort of emotional turmoil. You're confused or lost about your spiritual path. Like, you're just kind of trying to find out some information. So like I said, you might be going through looking at astrology or any type of esoteric wisdom or knowledge. And I also feel that you are going to be the light for someone else who is going through some things. Like, you don't realize that the things you've gone through is going to be able to help those in need, those who are on a similar path. Yeah, I feel like it's like you're going to have a sense of obligation to help people who have been through what you've gone through. This also could go the other way around, like you have come across someone who is helping you discover yourself or discover your path, or maybe you're just trying to understand why certain things haven't happened for you yet, especially, dealing with matters of the heart. You might be feeling stuck, or you might be feeling like you goofed, like you messed up, and you're beating yourself up. You're just like, why did I do that? Or why didn't I do this when I had the chance? Or why? I just feel like you are definitely overthinking some things. And I also feel like this is about someone who is in denial, or someone who is refusing to come out of the room, refusing to come out of the bed. Someone may be trying to get you to come out of a dark place, but you're like, leave me alone, leave me, let me be miserable. This is my punishment. Like, someone feels like they deserve whatever is happening to them. And to an extent, I agree with it, only because I feel that we do come here for an experience, and that we are responsible for, things that happen, good or bad. But instead of saying, why is this happening, it's more so about, what am I supposed to be learning from this experience? So for the most part, somebody is overthinking, in denial, waking up in the middle of the night, having trouble sleeping. Someone is definitely thinking about what they want to do, but not doing anything towards it, feeling stuck, feeling overwhelmed. It's possible that you have gotten advice from too many places, and now you're just like, well, what do I do? Where's my intuition? I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And you do need to ultimately just go back to what you initially felt you should do. So I don't know if this is in regards to what your situation is. It could be a number of things, like I said, but especially in love matters, it's like someone needs to just let it out, because someone's definitely trying to avoid a situation, or trying to avoid communication. Even if someone is sending you messages, I almost feel like maybe someone, like you're not reading their messages. You're like, I don't want to open it. I don't want to see what they have to say. What if what they're saying is bad? Or what if they hate me? What if they break up with me? Or what if? I also feel that someone is trying their best not to maybe look on the internet, like afraid that you're going to see something for the worse, or you're afraid of what you might find out. There's a lot of repressed thoughts and feelings in this reading. Definitely someone, being depressed. I feel like someone's been up like all night, just not being able to sleep. Someone is also coming off as being very disciplined, very controlled, but I don't know if that's a good thing based off of the other cards. I guess it depends on what's happening. Like, for instance, if somebody came back into your life that you knew was no good for you, and it's just taking everything in your power not to answer that call or text, then yeah, I can get why it's so hard, and why you're maybe having sleepless nights. But if this is about a situation where you are into someone, but you are just more so afraid that they aren't into you or that you're going to be rejected, then I feel like you're just making your situation worse. Someone thinks they're strong by concealing their feelings. But yeah, it just makes it worse. I also feel like someone has a fear of being controlled, especially if you're used to being in control. Like maybe there's someone around you that you kind of melt like butter whenever you're around them, or you feel like this person would be able to tame you, and you're like, I don't want this person to tame me. I want to keep living my life, and if I get with this person, they're going to try and keep me from doing the things that I used to do. But at the same time, it's like you're suffering. Now, I also get the energy of someone who is thinking about finances, or they are thinking about starting their business, but maybe just not knowing where to start. And maybe there's a big fear, especially if you tried to start your business in the past and it didn't work out. And so you're like, no, it's just going to happen again. I lost money and energy, and I was humiliated. I'm getting that the Emperor is a shy person, regardless of their tough exterior. This person might have spent years in jail, and you wouldn't know that this person was really insecure or shy. Let me look at the Five of Cups for you guys. I feel like someone does something and regrets. Either someone is regretting not saying something, or they're regretting. I think it's more about regretting what they didn't do. Yeah, someone is still thinking about someone from the past. They have not moved on. Someone has been maybe listening to music, or just these past memories are in the back of somebody's mind. Someone is in love. Someone is in love and they don't know what to do about it. I also feel like maybe someone is either homesick if you just recently moved or relocated, or if you just started a new job and you're like, I miss my other job, or I miss my friends at my other job. So there is some sort of traveling involved. So either someone has just relocated and they miss their old friends, family, their old home, or they know that someone is getting ready to relocate, but they know that they're going to miss everybody and miss everything once they move. Someone is blocked. Someone feels like someone moved on. They're like, someone moved on without me, and now they're talking to someone else. Someone else came into the picture and I lost this person forever. So there is a sense of grief. Like, I don't know what transit is triggering these feelings of regret and grief about somebody that you loved or cared about. If it's not romantic, it's still definitely someone that you cared about. Yeah, I also feel like maybe someone is just going through a separation or a breakup and it's just been hard. Yeah. And I also feel like maybe someone did move on. Maybe someone is just like, damn it, now they moved on. Or I had the chance or I had an opportunity, but it's too late. I'm going to look at the Emperor. So someone is maybe single now, but they're trying to be strong. They're coming off as strong and independent and like they don't need anybody. But I feel like maybe that's just for a show or just for a front. Someone is also admiring you, but they're very shy. I also feel that this is talking again about your finances or starting a business. Like someone wants their independence, but they don't know how to go about doing so. Or it's like I have so many ideas, but I don't know what to do, so I just have to stay at the 9 to 5. I think somebody's been observing someone and just not saying anything. Oh my God. Oh, somebody is just so sad. They are really just, and they're not saying anything. I feel like someone keeps trying to escape this feeling that they're having, and it's like they can't seem to escape it. It's like something gets resuscitated or they keep trying to bring something back to life. I'm actually getting a couple of things. I feel like some people may have gone through a breakup and they kept trying to work it out, even though there was no life left to the relationship. The relationship itself is just spoiled, it's barren, and nothing could come of it. But I also get this as someone who is being very silent and quiet and can't make a decision to speak up if they should say something or not. And so they just watch and observe and take their time to make a decision. But someone feels like something is missing. They're like, I don't have everything that I want. There's something missing in my life. Yeah, for some of you, it's the coins. Some of you, it's companionship. Or a friend that you don't talk to anymore. Let me look at the 8 of Swords. Although it's pretty much it. Somebody needs to get out of their head and just talk or say whatever it is they need to do. This is some sort of self-defense BS going on. This is some self-sabotage. Someone is definitely avoiding eye contact, avoiding conversation. Somebody is definitely just trying to escape. Being very guarded. Someone is just being very guarded. I feel like someone also maybe wants to make things right or want to apologize, which is coming out in all the cards, the theme about wanting to make things right and apologies. But everybody involved is afraid. I feel like someone also is trying to plan a secret trip, or they're planning on traveling towards you, or you them, or someone is just planning on reaching out. I feel like maybe someone is also making a lot of excuses, like saying, well, as soon as I do this, then I'm going to do it. Okay, when I do this, after I do this, after I do this. And then it's just like excuse after excuse after excuse. And never getting around to doing what you say you're going to do, or what they are going to do. So whoever's doing the procrastinating. I really feel like it's something going on both ends, though. So you guys, that's basically it. People need to get up out of their heads. It's an emotional time for everybody. People need to speak up and not repress what they're thinking or feeling. Stop assuming the worst. But I mean, it's just like everybody's in their head. It looks like everybody's introverted and trying to figure out stuff on their own. People don't want to ask for help. Yeah, so people are just driving themselves crazy collectively, trying to do something on their own and not getting anywhere. So those are the messages that I have for you guys. Hopefully it makes sense. Feel free to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Many blessings to you.